We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Western Michigan head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice play to knock that one down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Powers inside. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Moves to his right. On the move, he fires. And that one's incomplete.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, it's Parks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A run for the quarterback. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds a crease, it's Marshall. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defenses want to get aggressive. You got to keep them balanced. You got to keep them thinking about something. Just keep that little nugget in their head like, listen, we will run the misdirection. Mess with their eyes a little bit just to keep them honest.
They give it back to him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Turns into the pile. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understand.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The offense defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Joyner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Holstein on the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's Holstein to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The ride. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll leave it with the lone back. Enough to move the chains. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Eli Holstein to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Throwing right. That one just came off his hand badly.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to get started. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down immediately.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the Broncos need to pick it up on 4th down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Joyner. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
Wide open spaces. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, San Diego State! Rolled his way into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his big tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Deep in the end zone, it's Joyner. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Holstein. Looking long. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right down the middle. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Joyner. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Holstein. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Play fake, Holstein. Look out! Got his man downfield. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Gives it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They go play action with Holstein. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Holstein to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 20 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Crimson Tide keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Rides to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
On the move, it's Warner. They were all over it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Out wide right, it's Cheek. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Warner. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Unloads to the right. Right on the money. There he goes. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Rush is on. Chase to the right. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
It's a draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Orr. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're all over it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the single back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Making his first move. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Second and long here. Eli Holstein to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Holstein from the gun on third down. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Orr. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major free up the gut. Quarterback gets the 1st down. At the 20. Touchdown Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Orr. Swamped immediately.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fighting off the defender.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
22.
The give as they work on that clock.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Hard running there. Got the 1st down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Ready, go!
The give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Holstein. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. it.